Hi everybody, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and the messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hello my friends. Hi. As you can see, we're in a completely new setting. The light, is what it is. It's morning light. Yeah, I'll tell that story another time, maybe, why we're here. My Patreons already kind of know, so we're not in the country anymore. That's what I can say to that. And what matters now is, however, that I've been guided to give. I actually just wanted to do readings for a long time, but internet connection here isn't that great. So I'm working with it, and I'm just recording the video and uploading it whenever I've got internet connection again. And that's how I'm going to roll now, and I'm just going to record and then upload it when they come. So it could be that there's a bunch of videos coming out at the same time, but I don't know how that's going to work out. Anyways, Patreon is still for free in December, so if this turns out to have an extended, then you can just go over there, sign up to Patreon if that's something that you would like to do, as there's no more Vimeo if you've watched the last video, because it's too expensive for me right now. So Patreon, it's significantly cheaper. It's $11 a month, and like I said, December circle is paused, so you can sign up right now, watch the extended for free, and then if you like the content of the extended, you can stay on, and if not, you just sign off at the end of December. Okay, so that's very easy. I'll write a separate message to all of my beautiful patrons to let you know what's going on, especially those of you that have stayed annually. Yeah, because that's going to be it's still for free for you too, so it's just going to be extended, I reckon. Okay. Yeah, so let's hop into it. This is a Lightworker's message. Apparently, I was just going to start someone's oracle message, but it came through as a Lightworker's message, and that's how we're going to start out. I already pre-shuffled all the cards. We have Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. I'm aware that you can't really see the cards here. I'm sorry about the lighting. You can kind of see it, and we're just going to work with it. There's clearly an angel at the gate, like greeting you here. I see a lot of light, so there's an Ascended Master slash and or an angel, but there's definitely divine guidance. We have the number 28 for those of you that work with numerology, breaking down to a 10, breaking down to a 1. So there's definitely a new beginning. It's also about an invitation, like something is calling you clearly here. Something is calling you clearly. To others of you, this is a special message. Your vision has recently improved, so you may be able to not only sense whatever beings are around you, but you may also see them, actually visually see them. And this could also be in the realms of receiving visions about things that are going to happen, or just visions in general. Yeah, so clairvoyance, I think that's called. I'm going to read that to you. I'll hold up the card just for energy purposes, but like I said, you won't see that much of it. Like this, it works. So Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael, part of your divine purpose is to develop the power of your mind and use it for healing purposes. If you change your mind, you can change your world. Guidance and healing inspiration can come to you daily, helping improve your own life and the lives of others. Healing and opening the mind to new realities and possibilities are the gifts of Ascended Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. Like I said, that's funny. Ascended Master slash angels, there you go. The mind of a Lightworker needs spiritual light, information, understanding, and wisdom in the same way that human bodies need food, water, and clean air. The hunger for wisdom can push you to seek knowledge, and this can be a healthy impulse. However, if you love knowledge so much that you keep seeking without taking time to digest, integrate, and apply what you have learned, you may end up confused or mentally exhausted. If you are forgetful, stressed, mentally fatigued, or plodding when you are usually bright, you need some mental timeout. The mind rarely rests except through meditation, and even then, rest is not guaranteed. So some of you may actually be meditating, but not really finding the rest that they need. This is also something that is happening to me right now, because so much is going on the world and personally, and I'm very much assuming this is collectively as well. And for you particularly if you're feeling that this is speaking to you. But just continue your practice, because it's not in vain. It's just a period of time that you're working through, okay? That's what you need to know. Resting the mind can be a tricky thing for intellectually oriented or highly creative people. Learning to switch off mentally will help you remember and apply what you are learning, so that you grow not only in knowledge but also in wisdom. You have been absorbing a lot of new information. You may feel you have so many tasks to do that you don't know where to start, or that if you stop to rest, you will never get through it all. This is causing you mental stress, which is diminishing your productivity. It is time to slow down and cleanse your mind with the assistance of Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. So there is also an advice of switching off telephone, computer, mobile phone, music, television, or radio, and take a few moments of silence. I recently started to do a morning ritual, like blessing water, thanking. It's only like 5 to 10 minutes. And right now I'm not really able to meditate because of everything that's going on. So I haven't really found the time except once or twice, but that ritual really helps in the morning to recharge and, set the intention for the day. And I always take this cup of either coffee or water. It doesn't really matter, because it's water regardless, and you charge it with an intention, and you thank for this day and for the night and for the people in your life and for everything that you're grateful for. And I do the 4 directions, the 4 corners, and thank the guardians and the ancestors. And this is doing it for me right now. It's, work with what you have at the time. Yes. So we're going to continue with the tarot cards. Like I said, they're already all pre-shuffled, and we're going to get into more detail of what you need to... Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I'll show them to you in a minute. Yeah, there's a cleansing going on, guys. And for now. So there are 3 cards that are here. The 8 of Cups. Then we have Temptation. Right? This is Capricorn energy. That's the Devil in other tarot decks. And we have the 6 of Rods. That actually works really well with the light. See? Working with what you have, right? That's the name of the game, kind of, and not to be distressed or to hold on, because these are times that are asking us to let go of a lot of things, especially in the external, being that relationship, jobs, houses, leaving countries, whatever it is, or going on a travel, whatever it is, despite all the restrictions or just because of them. So the 8 of Cups is really talking about, again, either going on a journey, but you're leaving something or left something that has come to the point of deterioration. So there's no other way anymore, and that's for a lot of people. There's no other way anymore. We're being pushed through this birthing canal. And that's tough. It's tough. It's tough for the mother and the child, because it's not just the mother that's birthing. It's a vice versa kind of a thing. So this is also when you're thinking about Mother Earth. She's also in birthing pains when it comes to us. She is working with us. There's a wish from Mother Earth to work with you. So tap into her powers. And right now I'm strongly feeling my feet. So it would be a good advice for a lot of you, if not all of us, to, ground ourselves, to thank Mother Earth. To really, if you've seen the meditation, the ritual meditation over on Universal Power Meditations, there's this part where you put your hands and feet on the ground and you're saying something, Mother Earth, I love you, I honor you, I am your child, and it's in that sense, and you send blessings to her and you receive her nourishment. And that's what this is, despite a lot of things coming to the point of where there is no more. It's almost like a tower, but it's different. It's like, sorry to say, it's an elongated tower. That's what this feels like. So smaller tower moments over a period of time, but that pile up to this one point where there's no other way than for us to face our emotions, because we have the cups, right? To really face them, because there's no other way. Again, there's only one way out in the birthing canal. You cannot go back. That's not possible, right? You want to get out, but the last part especially is kind of tough. There's a lot of pain involved in this, and there's but different pain too. And when you think about like how amazing a birth is, and like when it's done, when the baby's there, it's incredible. It's like a real wonder of nature and that that's even possible, you know what I mean? So these are truly magical times, and you are being guided. Remember this, okay? However you identify. I know that this message started out with a message for a light worker, but this goes to all of us. This is extending it, and now they're really drawing my eye to the booklet here. You know how she's in serenity, like she knows what's happening, she knows what's going on, not gender specific. She's holding herself, but the universe swirls around, so there's a lot of motion, not just from Mother Earth, but also from the cosmic energies that are coming in. But she looks like she's at ease regardless, right? She's like being cradled by these universal energies, and she knows that it's going to be all right, okay? Remember that it's going to be all right. No matter what you're going through, this is not the end of it, okay? Although it may feel like it, because I know that a lot of you are coming into situations that feel like this is final or this is over, and you have to let go, and this can be painful because we can't hold on to those things anymore, to those situations, to those people, to those relationships, whatever it is for you, to those, if you're moving, maybe some of your stuff, maybe you're, you know, forced to clean out something. That's what that is, and that something is this here: unhealthy relationships, unhealthy attitudes, unhealthy, you know, not just to people, the relationships, but to things also, to the material. And that's a changing kind of a process to realize what's really important. This is about essence, right? This is about the essence being born, and for the essence to be born, I don't know whether want this. I just picked some flowers that left the flower bush to bring into our reading today. So it is much like that. It's super, super gorgeous. What do you want to say with this? Because I just saw them, you know, stripping away something. So, Spirit, what do you want to say with the flower analogy? It's like, it's the natural process. That's what they want to say. It's a natural process of, you know, how there's a flower bud and how that thing is so small in the beginning. How, okay, this one is about eternity. Because, you know, there's this small seedling that is coming up, and then it grows into this tiny plant at first, and then it starts to become bigger and huge. I don't know if you can see in the background, this thing is huge, and it started out with a small seedling, so intentions are super important. And then we have more flowers, and then we have other, you know, bees and insects and whatnot that come to take the pollen off of this, make it into something else, but there's always that one intention that starts out. So some of you may have been setting intentions. Just trust that you know, flower bush is going to grow, that your intentions, they aren't in vain. It takes a while for them to come into fruition, and for those intentions to be beneficial for yourself, but also for other people, for your whole environment, because that's what it's about. And when you do set an intention, please, if I can just ask you, and you do with it what you want, but to consider the whole world around you, to consider humanity, to consider the earth, to consider the skies and the heavens, the ancestors, the angels, whatever it is for you, right? But not just for yourself. That's what that is. And it's coming out of, and you'll be surprised, it's coming out of selfishness. And please don't be put off by that word, because we all have that. We all have that within us, where we're still like, I need to, you know, hold on to something, or this is mine. And we're kind of being asked. Yeah, and this is a very gentle process. Gentle felt for the worlds above. For us, it can be kind of like a difficult process. Yeah, now I can feel it in my heart, and how this is unraveling and letting go, but it's a necessity to let whatever you're letting go, to let that go. It's very, very important that you let that go, and that you let that process happen, because when you try to hold on, it's going anyways. It's been taken away anyways, and the more resistance you put up, the harder a time you're going to have for this. Again, this could be old patterns, old habits, jobs, anything material too. This is in those realms. And that's that. Becoming a leader, the Six of Wands. Very, very successful. The promise is already there. It's almost like, to some of you, like a predestination, if that makes any sense. So leaving this one thing behind, or person behind, or apartment behind, whatever it is for you, pattern behind to become this successful leader so that you can show others how this whole process is done. And look how, you know, how they have leaves here. I don't know if you can, yeah. Right here, there are leaves, so they already sprung into bloom in a way, right? That's what this person wanted on the horse. It's just like, look at this. So it's almost like you're carrying proof, you're living proof that this is actually happening, that this is working, that this is not a bad thing. And this is also a call to orient yourself if you're in need on other people that have walked the path already. This does not mean that you must follow another person here. That does not mean that. It just means that sometimes it is helpful to orient yourself on another person that has done it already. Being that, I don't know, a tarot reader, being that a spiritual leader who you consider a spiritual leader, but not to fall into the pattern, I have to do the things exactly like that person. It's just like to, they went through it, it's possible. It's kind of like in those realms. It's also like, you know, they told me a lot because I was so scared of childbirth that so many have gone through that before me, and they all did it. It's kind of like in that realm. Although that wasn't any consolation at the time, because I'm like, I still got to go through it. But it is still kind of helpful, especially as you're going through those growing pains, to know that there are other people that have gone through it before you. Which one next, please? A moment. Yes, okay. So we have the angels and ancestors. What is it? Yeah. This one's got to have an extended by the looks of it. So you're most welcome to check out the link to Patreon down below. Like I said, it's for free right now for the whole of December. And then afterwards, Patreon charges on the 1st of January. So if you like the extended that you see, you can stay on. But for right now, it's free for everybody. Yes, okay. Oh my God, yes. We have the bee. Isn't that so interesting? Because we had the flower analogy, and now we have the bee, and we're talking about the bees and the insects that are profiting from an intention, right? From setting a seed so that there are seeds. And this is for Mother Nature as well. This is a great analogy because she is, you know, given all these seeds for free. She's nourishing us every day with shelter, with, you know, her wonderful energies, with fruits. If you've ever had the pleasure of seeing a tree just grow and, you know, give us fruits, that's incredible, right? Because it's just there for us for the taking. We don't have to do that much, actually, if we just allow nature to grow. It's much like indigenous people. They're just letting everything grow, and they take it, but they don't take so much that it won't regrow, because that's what's happening right now. That sounds like a pheasant. That's interesting. Crazy. Okay. So summer, enjoy, bask in joy and light. And this is interesting because we kind of have a contrasting thing here. So working through the heaviness, but also remembering that there's something else too, okay? And to tap into that as well. I'm going to read that card for you. Seasons. Summer. Yeah, and the cobweb too. There's eternity as well. Sacred geometry does play a role. So if you do have like things on the wall, what they're showing me is something on the wall, like sacred geometry on the wall. So some of you may actually have that. Remember that this is eternal. So this keeps going and going and going. That's the thing. It's not just one thing, right? There are so many of them, and together they make the whole, not just one. And it's the same with the seedlings here. It's together, and that's the message here. Together, all of us together, we can make this happen, okay? So, summer, yeah, that intention setting seems to be very important. Set those intentions for everyone, and together we then make it happen. What is it that you really want? Charge yourself in the sunlight, like I said, or, you know, charge your day and bless everyone around you, and together we then create that, okay? That gorgeousness. After you've charged yourself, right? Rise up, open your wings and shine. Bring your projects and plans out into the light, into manifestation. Summer has always been recognized as a time for joy, for going on adventures and making memories. Flowers are in full bloom, animals are enjoying the freedom of the wild summer days and night, and people are taking holidays, basking in the sunshine, and being lifted energetically by the light and warmth. This is the perfect opportunity for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Light has come to banish the darkness. Clarity is arriving too, allowing you to know exactly where you are and how you can move forward. Angels and ancestor guides are encouraging you to enjoy this moment and not to rush forward, because this is a time for pleasure, enjoyment, and expansion. There is a great chance that you have extra energy, creativity, and inspiration at this time. Notice what is coming to you, as it is inspiration directly from the divine. When the summer card arrives in the future position of a spread or as the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that the coming summer will usher in important energies with regards to your question or intentions. I just want to say, because we have heard, to turn off TV and to really to turn off the distractions, that is really important. I just came out of 2 weeks of no distractions at all, and there was also a huge bodily cleanse because I caught a bug, which wasn't so nice, but it really cleansed everything out, and I didn't have internet during this time either. That's why I couldn't update you guys either. So apologies for that, but that's what this is reminding me of, to really have that cleanse if you can, to step out of those patterns that are limiting you and really tap into yourself and into the divine. So so that they can give you the messages that you need to hear at this time. We're going to go further and draw more cards on the matter, what you need to know here in this. Again, it's for free over on Patreon if you would like to join and sign up for the whole of December free, and then after that on the 1st of January. But you can totally, on the 31st of December, you can click off. It's no problem at all. Okay, guys, I'll either see you over on Patreon with your extended, and I hope this was insightful or helpful to you, those of you that do not wish to come over there. I love you guys, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.